There's been a bit of a debate in the Minecraft community as of late. And by as of late, I mean it's been going on for a few years at this point. It's the debate between the two versions, Minecraft Bedrock Edition and Minecraft Java Edition. Both versions, in my opinion, have their clear upsides and downsides. Bedrock is more accessible, and Java is a lot more customizable. People have been debating which version is the better version to play, and today I hope to explain why, in my opinion, Bedrock Edition is the more flawed of the two. Now, before doing so, I want to preface something. I know videos like this usually get a lot of heat from people who either think Minecraft Java or Bedrock is better, so I'm just going to preface this. Let me just say that I like Bedrock Edition. I use it all the time to play with both my girlfriend and my friends who don't have a PC. I really like this version, and if you like Bedrock Edition too, that's great. I'm not trying to change your opinion about that. I'm simply giving my critique of the problems that I see with Minecraft Bedrock Edition. With that out of the way though, on to the rest of the video. Before getting into my problems with Bedrock Edition, I wanted to talk about what I liked about Bedrock first, since there are a few things. First, and most obvious, being the fact that there is cross-platform play. With the development of Bedrock being in a single engine and a single codebase, it was possible for all editions of Minecraft to now play with each other. That is a huge plus, especially since before Bedrock Edition was a thing, you and your buddies had to have the same version of Minecraft in order to play together. Before, if you had a buddy who played Minecraft on Xbox, but you played on Switch, you couldn't just play together unless you were using the same console. And who likes to play split screen? Now, we're all able to play together no matter what platform you're on, and that is an amazing benefit that should be celebrated. Secondly, it's also a lot easier to play with mods, or add-ons in this case, since most don't require you to install third-party apps or go to any websites. Most of it is accessible through the marketplace, which is a great benefit. Thirdly, there's Education Edition. I know it gets a bad rep in some cases, but it's a genuinely amazing tool to teach kids how things work, while also allowing them to play Minecraft. And I mean, come on, who doesn't want to play Minecraft in school? Finally, overall, Bedrock has a better performance than Java. This is largely due to the fact that C++ is a much faster and more efficient coding language for video games than Java. But I guess going by naming conventions, Bedrock should technically be called Minecraft C++ Edition, but that just doesn't have the same ring to it. Honestly, we should start making Minecraft in different types of coding languages. Am I the only one who thinks Minecraft's Brain Edition sounds hilarious? Yes, that is a real coding language that I did not just make up. Anyway, I digress. However, there are still plenty of issues that it also has, so let's go over them now. Firstly, we have the minor issues. These are just a few issues that I found with the game that aren't very major, but are still pretty noteworthy. Firstly, why do I need to exit a world in order to change things about it? Stuff like enabling or disabling different resource packs. In Java, I'm just able to do it with a single command, or even using the in-game menu. But in Bedrock, I have to leave a world in order to do so. Secondly, when traveling very far out in the world, you eventually get to a point where the game starts to break. Stuff won't load correctly, and you have a very good chance of just falling through the world. Granted, it was changed a bit later, but still, it's present if you go out far enough. The reason that this is a minor issue and not a major issue is because, realistically, who's gonna go out that far anyway? Most people are casual players who will travel maybe a few thousand blocks or so, and in order to get to this issue, you have to travel out into the millions. So it's really not that big of a deal. Thirdly are some of the quirks that I found while trying to replicate things that I did on Java while playing Bedrock. I tried moving an item to my hotbar by clicking a number while hovering over it, only to find out that that's not something you can do. Or how about when I tried to right-click in order to block with my shield? Nope. The only way to block with your shield is by crouching. These are just weird things to include or disclude. But with those done, let's move on to the major issues. Firstly is one that a lot of people were complaining about. There's no hardcore mode. Hardcore mode in Minecraft has been very popular over the last few years, and it's still a mode that a lot of people play nowadays. And it's just completely absent in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Granted, there is a hardcore mode being currently worked on for Bedrock Edition, but that has yet to come out. Secondly, and this was a personal issue, and one that I found mostly applies to console versions, Bedrock can be extremely broken when it comes to online play. When I'm loading into a world that's been run by my friends, sometimes it just won't load at all, forcing me to restart the game in order to try again. No, not restart my loading process. I mean I have to close out the entire game in order to do it again. And it even sometimes happens twice in a row. And when leaving a game, it's the same issue. Not only that, but sometimes my friends' worlds that I would have no trouble joining before sometimes just don't show up at all on the menu, forcing me to once again restart my entire game. That may not seem like much at first, but when you couple the fact that in order to change things like your resource pack or certain settings by exiting the world, it could be a huge headache sometimes. Granted, it is a lot easier to join a friend's world on Bedrock than on Java, and I do mean a lot easier to do than on Java. But at least on Java, I don't have to restart the game constantly in order to join the friend's world. I just have to refresh the page every now and then. And no, this is not just an issue with internet connections or anything like that. Thirdly is the marketplace. While I praised it earlier, it also has its own issues. Remember how I said that it's nice to have a place where add-ons and other things can be put onto consoles and easily be implemented without much hassle? The one caveat that I didn't mention is the fact that most of those add-ons have to be paid for. That's right, something that was basically accessible on PC and mobile for free is something that you have to pay on for consoles. Granted, it's not much of an issue if you're on PC, but if you're on console, tough luck. Fourthly, and this is one of my biggest gripes with Bedrock Edition, and that's that there's no way to transfer worlds between platforms. You'd think that a game that prides itself on having a connection between all platforms so that Minecraft could be played with everyone would have an easy way to transfer worlds in between platforms. But no, if you make a PS5 world, it stays on PS5. If you make a world on Xbox, it stays on Xbox. There's no official free way to transfer worlds from an Xbox to a PS5 and vice versa. Now, I said free for a reason, because technically there is a way to transfer worlds in between platforms, and that's by doing so through Minecraft Realms, but you have to pay for Minecraft Realms. So the only way to have your worlds transfer from platform to platform officially is by paying for it, and I don't think I need to explain the problems with that. Finally, there are just random times when people just die, just collapse to the ground, for literally no reason. I have no idea what causes this, if it's even a bug to begin with, but it just happens for literally no reason. Well, at the very least, I could say that it's accurate to real life! Look, this video really pains me to make because I don't want to nag on Bedrock Edition. I think it could genuinely be the best version of Minecraft to play, but as it stands, I think the negative aspects of Bedrock Edition just outweigh the positives. So I can't in good conscience recommend Bedrock over Java. I just can't. Java, despite its flaws, in my opinion, is better than Bedrock Edition. But I don't think that Bedrock is irredeemable. I think that a lot of the problems can be fixed. And if they are in the future, then great. Then I think Bedrock Edition would be the best version of Minecraft to play. Again, I do really like this game. I just wish a lot of these problems would be fixed. I think the thing that really holds up Bedrock, besides some of the great pros that I mentioned earlier, is the community. With the introduction of the Geyser plugin, it's now possible for Bedrock players to join Java servers, which means now, no matter what version you play on, there is a way to play with the other version. With such a huge community of players and so many talented people working on Bedrock mods and add-ons, and if the problems that I listed earlier get solved, I do think it's possible for Bedrock to surpass Java for me. But until that day comes, I'll stick to mostly playing Java. But what version of Minecraft do you prefer? Do you agree with the criticisms I listed in the video? Do you have some of your own? Leave a comment down below about it. But please be respectful of others. No matter what version we play, at the end of the day, we're all Minecraft players. So all I ask is that you please be respectful of others. But that's gonna be it for me for now. Thanks for watching. If you liked what you saw and you want to see more, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, as I try to post 1 to 2 videos per week. But with that, I'll see you next time, and until then, stay safe and take care.